getting ready for the final training session by the team here in Marseille before we leave for Fortaleza. And Emmanuel Ajmambedu just moving there, going on to the bus. This is the last training session here in Marseille before we leave for Fortaleza, where the Germany game will be played. The trip is expected on Friday, that's tomorrow. But today's training session is expected to be brief. According to the briefing we have, it's expected to be brief because the sun is already out there. We're playing that game at 1 p.m. Brazilian time. So what the coach is trying to do is to train in the same weather so that the boys begin to acclimatize and get used to it. So we're just getting ready for training this morning. We'll leave the hotel very soon. As you can see, the players are gradually descending from their rooms, and we'll make it onto the bus, and we will do the bus ride to the venue, and we'll bring you excerpts of the training, and that will be followed immediately by media briefing, and that regards how the team's preparations have gone so far and the movement from Marseille to Fortaleza and the expectations for the game. So we have a lot on our plate in this edition as we bring you pictures from the team camp and from the training as well as the press briefing that's expected. So just stay tuned. Okay, so the practice has just begun. The players are here. We're at the stadium, Ray Pelé. This is a stadium in Marseille named after King Pelé, the greatest in the history of Brazilian football. That's what they say. This is the final training session here in Marseille before the team departs for Fortaleza tomorrow. We have training for you and then the press briefing that follows. Now, though, we say enjoy the training session. ago that, Ernest, if we have to get a result against the Germans, we must not make any mistake at all, because if we make 4 mistakes, they will score 5 goals.
Yeah, I mean, they're very good, like I said. They're very efficient, and when they have a chance, that's probably it. They'll score, and yeah. But we have the ability to not allow any chances, and also we have a lot of talent to create many chances on the other side. And yeah, I'm hoping that the coach will bring the boys to 100%. I'm sure he knows how to do it, and yeah, and then we will see what will happen.
Okay, I need to let you go, but preferably, what tactics should we take? You have been scouting on the Germans, so you know how we can stop them. I keep saying that to you anytime I meet you. What tactics do we employ? What do we do in that game? We need a result. What do we do? You are in a position, a better position than the coach, than anybody, than any of us, to tell what we can do to get a result.
Like I said, I can just, talk with the other scouts. We are talking with the coach almost every day, and trying to let him see different options. There are many options, and I think the coach knows the teams best, so he has to choose the right option, and also the players have to. At the end, the players on the field have to do the work, and this is what it's all about. And the coach will decide, and I'm very, very sure that he will take the right decision, and the boys have to do it on the field.
Okay, and just finally, Ghanaians are watching you now back home. You've not spoken to them in a very, very long time. They're hoping for you to give them an encouraging message going into the game. They want you to say something to them.
Oh, I don't know what to say, actually. I'm very happy to be here to help the country, and hope everybody will cheer for us and pray for us. And yeah, God knows that we can do something against Germany.
Oh, thank you very much. Continue with the training session. As I mentioned earlier, there's a media briefing. We'll be bringing that to you in a bit.
Good afternoon and welcome to the final Ghana press briefing before we depart to Fortaleza for our game against Germany on Saturday. Since we played the United States last Monday, we've had daily training sessions here at the Rapele, and we are now having our last training session before we depart. Some information for you since yesterday, updates on the injury front. The pain in Michael Essien toe has subsided and has gone down drastically. So as you saw some few moments ago, he has started training with the team. The doctors will continue to monitor the pain in the toe, and would see before tomorrow evening's training session in Fortaleza, and will decide whether he is available for the match or not. But as it stands now, the pain has subsided and he's able to cope with it. Yesterday, defender Rashid Sumaila also had a problem with his toe. There was pain in the toe. He's still feeling some pains in the toe, but doctors have been able to massage it, and he says he's ready to train, and he's training with the team at the moment. That apart, he's also very, very fine. My friend here will do the translation in Portuguese. very much. So we'll now start picking questions from the Ghana media before we come to our Brazilian and Portuguese friends or any other international press here. So from the Ghana session, if there are any questions, you can field them. He's training. At this moment, once he's training, you don't know if the pain might reoccur. So we have to leave that decision until late. But as it stands now, he's fit, he's training. Ghana has been a little bit mild. The news organization in Ghana have done a retraction of some sorts. That's it really, but we'll probably ask them to do an official retraction of the story just to set the record straight, not to probably witch hunt or anything, but just to set the record straight that those reports were absolutely false. Let me state it again, those reports were absolutely false, that anything of the sort occurred. As you have seen over the past 3 days here in camping, all the players are fine under the dictates of the coach. They are happy, they are training very well. Yes, after the game against the United States, the mood was down. But the senior players in the team have had to pick up the young ones to encourage them that things, can get better. What has passed is gone. You cannot undo it. The only thing you can do is to probably see if they themselves as players had committed any mistakes and what they can do to improve them. So that is where we actually left it. So the players are in a buoyant mood. Yesterday, for the first time, I saw them, or we all saw them smiling. That shows that they've put that defeat against the United States behind them and firmly focusing on the match against Germany, which we know will not be a stroll on the park. They have reached an agreement on when the monies will arrive from the government side in Accra, and they are patient about it. Their concentration is actually not on the money. Their concentration now is on redeeming themselves in the match against Germany, so we can make our country feel proud once again. When they held the meeting, they blocked us out of that meeting. They said they wanted to have, one-on-one talks. There might be, players where they want to talk to each other and probably maybe the senior ones wanting to encourage them. The younger ones can get really down when things don't go right. So the senior ones have got a responsibility. But technically, I will not be able to say, I'm not the coach. If I'm able to say, for instance, that, there were maybe some lapses in player 1 or 2, that is up to the coach to decide. But the coach himself has said that if there were any lapses amongst his players, he would address them before the next game. And I'm sure that some of these players, maybe personally themselves, are aware that maybe I was not up to the task or something like that, and we'll pick up the pieces. What I witnessed and experienced in the dressing room was a very, very solemn dressing room until the sports minister himself came to encourage the boys. When we got to the dressing room, the players were all seated in a very, very down mood. In fact, we're all down. But if we put up a face of being down, then the mood will completely be shattered. So the sports minister came in to encourage them that it is not all lost. Countries have won matches against Germany. We understand that they are one of the favorites for this tournament, but countries have beaten them before, and it is doable. And we are capable of also beating Portugal. So it is the message that was passed. There was no strong words for each other. In fact, in the wake of that, you mentioned John Boy. We are positively surprised to learn of FIFA's ranking of him as one of the best players so far in the competition. So if anybody would have, per FIFA's judgment, one of the best players, then it will certainly be a wrong judgment. But we are comfortable with the facilities here, so we would prefer that immediately after the match, we'll come back to the facilities. if there are any uncertainties in Fortaleza, at least we have a fallback position quickly. Not under pressure at all. On each match, he decides on the strategy to use for each match. Each opponent is different in its approach to the game. So no two teams are the same. So he might use one strategy for a match and use another strategy for another match. So given that they're words carefully chosen, there could be some changes given the fact that Germany is a different opponent from the United States. The coach has a strategy to be used for the United States game, for Germany, and then for Portugal. But it's not under pressure at all. In his opinion, he thinks he took the right decision of naming those players he named in the first match. He will look at the Germany team, what sort of strengths and threats they pose, and then he will deploy his strategy based on that. And that could mean that there might be some changes.
Okay, so that was the press briefing by Ibrahim Sani, who is Director of Communications for the team. We have not spoken to Ghana media since we got here. We have an opportunity to do that, just to find out what they make of the team's preparations and all going into the game against Germany. Maybe I start with Michael. Michael, please come, let's do something small before we go. We've been talking about the team's preparation for the game against Germany. Sani has just briefed us how we're approaching that game. You've been following the players closely, from the body language, the training sessions. What do you make of our preparation?
Well, I think it's a bit subdued, but you can understand why it has to be subdued, given that the team lost the first game. I hope that quiet, calm approach, though, would not reflect on the pitch. I think you need a really, really positive attitude against the Germans. I'm not saying the attitude is not positive, but you can see players who have really been shaken by that USA defeat. My hope and belief is that they would, when the time comes, when it matters most, find the attitude required to face the Germans. You can only hope that the quality of opposition will spark a really, really good revival in the side. And I'm pretty positive about that in that regard.
I mean, at this point, the team put itself in this situation. Failure to get a good result against the Germans could possibly spell the end of the campaign for the Ghana team. For the players, do they appreciate this? Do they understand this?
Well, I've conducted a lot of interviews so far, and everybody appreciates that failure to win will mean that an early flight home. It will be the earliest stage that the Black Stars have exited the World Cup. And if you think through that, you're up against the USA, ranked 13th, Germany, ranked number 2, Portugal in the top 5. It will not be the most disastrous of World Cups if you go home early, but nobody wants to hear that. No Ghanaian football fan wants to contemplate that. I always thought this World Cup was going to be the most difficult.
Just earlier, we gave you an interview, an exclusive one with Otoado, who scouted the German team. And he's spoken positively about how well the Black Stars can do against them. We have more. As we continue our build-up to Ghana's game against Germany on Saturday, it's important we bring to the fore concerns Ghanaians have and continue to share going into the game against the Germans. For many, failure to beat the United States or America makes the job very difficult qualifying from this group, and we all accept it. The German side, very efficient without a doubt, and Ghana would need to work very hard to get a result in that game. For us, the focus for this interview is to address some concerns and some bad PR that's going on around the Ghana team, especially back home in Ghana. We're privileged to be joined by the sports minister, who is going to be speaking to us this afternoon. So let's just welcome you, sir. Welcome back to Marseille.
Thank you very much, and it's good to see you.
Oh, good to see you too, sir. Earlier today, I learned that the people of Marseille no longer call Marseille, they call it Gaseo.
You wouldn't be far from right.
Yeah. And the gentleman who explained it to me said, when we were in South Africa, we became the only African team after the group stages of the tournament, and they changed their Bafana to Bagana. So they also want to do something to symbolize the support they have for us. It's interesting to hear Gaseo instead of Marseille.
Gaseo, I don't know what the people of Natal will say. Because the people of Natal too have been rooting for us. They continue to root for us even after the first game. And you should have seen the excitement of the people. They love Ghana. And for me, it gives me a lot of encouragement and hope.
Let's talk about the team. Yes, things have not gone the way we all expected, but it is worse if the team didn't play well against the United States. We played well. The only thing that was lacking was the goal. Well disappointed, but by now we should be recovering from that and preparing for the game against Germany.
Oh yes, and I think they're recovering very well. And as you can see in training, everybody is focused, everybody is serious. And as I spoke to them in the dressing room after the match, I said, statistics doesn't lie. If you're writing a poem or literature, it's subjective. If it's maths or an equation, it's on point. And the statistics show that we had 60% possession, 18 shots on goal, about 7 or 8 corner kicks. In all the departments, we did better. Some lack a few errors here and there. And I think that if the team continues to play that way and they take their chances, they stand a good chance of qualifying. I'm very, very confident. The important thing is that we learn our lessons from the game, draw up a strategy against every team that we're going to meet subsequently, and we'll make it. It's not over yet, and it will not be over until it's over. When Spain won the World Cup, they lost their first match in 2006, so we lost our first game. So it is in situations like this that the inner resilience of the players, the character of the players, the technical team has to come to the fore. And I believe that with the support of all of us, we don't have to distract them. The defeat, we all felt bad. I couldn't sleep the whole night, and that's not what we were expecting, but it's happened. We need to put it behind us, look at the lessons that we can learn from a technical point of view, organizational point of view, strategic point of view, and get back. And I think that is exactly what the coach and his technical team and the FA are doing. The players are in good mood, as you can see. They are all very happy, as usual, jovial with each other. You know, we have a lot of nicknames. They've been calling me. They've started calling me the nicknames. So we should all keep praying. In football, I say that there is a certain 1% predictability, and what call it luck, call it the favor of God, whatever you want to call it. I think that comes from forces outside the team, and I believe that when you have a nation supporting in unison, it makes a lot of difference. That's what we saw during the qualifiers, where a united nation rallied behind the team, irrespective of all our differences, and it impacted positively on their playing body.
Now, talk about the role the nation has to play at this point. You have conversations with the players because we're privileged to be very close to them. And their families back home, and reports back home not very suitable. I mean, there are media organizations that have reported from Marseille, from Brazil, about mutiny in camp, about confusion, and these players are simply not happy with it. Is this the time to encourage these things?
I mean, you know what? Let me use the opportunity to explain something to all of us. See, the World Cup is about football, but it goes way beyond football. I mean, when we begin to understand the impacts, that is how it will guide all of us. On CNN last week, and I'm not talking about any other station, CNN said when countries are kicked out prematurely from the World Cup, their GDP goes down by 1%. Yes. This is CNN. You can go and research. Okay? That was Anderson Cooper talking. So you can go and check. When countries perform well, it boosts their GDP. He didn't state the percentage. And I can tell you that Ernest Koranteng, Metro TV, if they mention your name, a certain identity comes immediately into the minds of people. The moment I mention Ernest Koranteng, somebody tell me, okay, he's a journalist, he did this, he was at the World Cup, he does the night program. You see, it's identity. Mention Metro TV, oh, they are the ones who do this, they do live coverage, etc. Every individual you mention my name, people will think of so many things. Okay, the minister Choboy, sometimes he grows wild, you know. Yeah, I mean, so identity is important for an individual, organization, country.
Thank you very much. Thank you very much. Always a pleasure speaking to you. I've been speaking to the sports minister, Mr. Fria. Okay, so we have something special for you. Today is actually a holiday. Today, June 19, in Brazil, is a holiday. It's a public holiday for the people of Brazil. It's actually Corpus Christi Day, as they call it. It's a country that's big on the Catholic worship. So today is Corpus Christi Day. We are going to get out there to the beach and see if we can speak to some revelers. So just stay tuned. Okay, so as I told you earlier, today is a holiday in Marseille, we are going to get out there to the beach and see if we can speak to some revelers. So just stay tuned.
If you don't support the team, we'll go and do DNA and check. We are not a Ghanaian.
Thank you very much. Thank you very much. Always a pleasure speaking to you. I've been speaking to the sports minister, Mr. Fria. Okay, so we have something special for you. Today is actually a holiday. Today, June 19, in Brazil, is a holiday. It's a public holiday for the people of Brazil. It's actually Corpus Christi Day, as they call it. It's a country that's big on the Catholic worship. So today is Corpus Christi Day. We are going to get out there to the beach and see if we can speak to some revelers. So just stay tuned. Okay, so as I told you earlier, today is a holiday in Marseille, in the whole of Brazil. It is Corpus Christi Day. It's a public holiday, and as you can see, the young men are at the beach. Even if it's not a holiday, they are here. It's just that the numbers are a bit blown up today. They are here playing football. They are revelers who are also, as it were, having their drink, playing music and having fun. So as you can see, that's Fifi Awunotaki, one of the journalists with us, the personal manager of the Ayus, who is having a go with some of the young men. Hey, hola Brazil, hola Brazil, hola Brazil. Hey, holiday today, holiday. Holiday. Yeah.
You know that the Brazil. Yeah. We came here, we saw that Brazil the same like Ghana. Okay. And this is the seaside. And you see in Ghana, you see so many places, so many people are playing football in the beach. Like it's the same Labara Beach or Kologono Beach or Kokrobite or all the coast area in Ghana. The same what they are doing in Brazil, the same what they are doing in Ghana. You see, like the boat. You see the boat. So many people they are pushing the boat like how when the fishermen are going to the sea, they take the iron to push the thing to the river. After they've come, they push outside the door. You see that this is fantastic. Hey, my man, come around. Let me come.
Come around.
Yeah, man, no. You know, this man is a Brazilian. Yeah. They are playing football. Yeah. This one too.
But why are they running away, Langabe? Why are they running away?
Good luck. I don't know the reason why they run away because.
But it's a holiday, and I see a lot of people here. Like,
holiday. You see that? They're happy. They are doing so many things in the beach. When you film when you look at downstairs, you see this is a total competition with the FIFA Unotaki and the rest of the guys, man, right?
Wow. Hey, I didn't know Fifi could play football like this. Oh, okay, Fifi, that's 40 you just played. Wow, okay, let's see. The young man has taken it up. Wow. Fifi, the guy has gone past you already. No, he couldn't beat you. He couldn't beat you. So, you know, it's a holiday. We're going to bring you more pictures. There are people busy playing football, having fun generally. And, you know, it's not a free day for us because we did training earlier. But we'll take the opportunity to, speak to some more people, find out how they're enjoying the holidays. But it's clear that holidays here at the beachside is a huge thing. Hello. How are you? Obrigado. Ah, okay. Holiday.
Yeah. All the ladies and the children and everybody got happy because they see Ghana, they see that Ghana like a Brazil because even though anywhere we go, they cheer us, they do everything, and even though we said we got happy about the Brazilians, the women and the men, everything is fantastic. Let me tell you something. What obrigado.
Thank you.
Obrigado. See the kid, man. Tell him to film this guy. Look at the kid, man. The kid hold him up.
Obrigado.
These are really old people who are controlling the ball in there, keeping it in there as many times as they can. This is incredible. Old people. Ghana. Hey. Okay, so these are some young men who are playing football. It's a very busy day today at the beach. It's a holiday, and this is how they start it. Because after this, they'll do all the hard work this afternoon, all right, from morning up until this time. After this, later today, they have something they call tapioca. It's an event that brings together drama, dance, music, and food. So that's how they plan celebrating the holiday today. It is Corpus Christi Day in Brazil. It is a public holiday.
Brasil, vai ganhar, Brasil.
Ghana.
Gana. Fala aí.
Gana.
Vitória, diga.
Brasil. Gana, Vitória.
Good, tudo bem? Tudo bem. Ghana, tudo bem.
Tudo bem.
Obrigado. Hello, oh, come. Why? Don't go. Say hello. So hello to Ghana. Hello to Ghana. Hello. Uh-huh. Oh, yeah.
Eu adoro ser filmada.
Okay, família. Everybody familiar. Good. Tudo bem? Obrigado. Hello.
Simpática aqui.
Hey. Tudo bem? Obrigado, Obrigado. Yeah, so, these are part of the revelers for today, which is a holiday. The old people are here, the young people are here, mid-aged people are here. They're all having fun. We're still at the beach in Maceió. So this is how the holiday is celebrated naturally here. Today is Corpus Christi Day, so it's a holiday here in Maceió. And as you can see, They are busy playing a game. Not too sure what game you are playing. To the band. Good. Ah, okay. Who is winning? Who is winning? Play. Okay. So what's the name of the game? How do you call it? Domino.
Domino.
Okay. In Ghana we have dummy. So domino. Yes. Good. Okay. Just giving you an idea of the game, domino. Yes. Not too sure what they are doing, but we're enjoying it. Everybody holding his or her cards very close to their chest, making sure they get a win here. Okay. So this is a game primarily for the old people. Wow. Okay. Yeah, that's not bad. That's not bad. Okay. The old man is strategizing.
Pisa, meu compadre. Pisa, compadre. No outro lado. Tem. Não tem. Bora no. Não tem. Tem uma. Quando bater, vai bater.
What it means is that he's left with his last card, and that could be the prime card that will win the game for him. Okay, that's the old man. Okay. Hey! Okay, so you won. Vitória. Brasil. Okay, obrigado. Bye. Good. But why do you try to ride a motorbike in the sun? You know, this. Looking to some more revelers. It's a holiday, Corpus Christi Day in Brazil, a public holiday, and they are having fun. Ole! Hey! Ghana!
Cama na cama.
Enjoyment. Ghana! Brazil! Okay, so this is where we'll leave you. Then we'll spend a few minutes to also be part of the fun, just for it's not a free day, but maybe we'll spend some few minutes here and see if we can also be part of the enjoyment, you know. Yeah, Ghana enjoyment, enjoy. Yeah, Ghana. Okay, so bye-bye. We say bye-bye.